Tell us about your memorable Christmas.
The what?
Your memorable Christmas of '44.
Oh. Well, we broke those 6,000 mules, sent them out
Where at?
to Camp Swift, Texas. They sent in September. It sent in 6,000 mules, and every line out company got 50 of them. We went out and cut 2 big oak trees and trimmed them up and dug holes 6 foot deep and anchored them and put a 50, I think it was about 50 or 100 foot cable between them and tied mules from each side to the heads to the cable. And you had to walk picket line all night long, and somebody would have to, because sometimes the mules would throw one of their heads over the other, and then they'd try to break away. But anyway, we broke all the mules, and now we packed up all the pack saddles and bridles and ropes and everything, and big boxes, wooden boxes, and we shipped them out. And they already shipped the infantry. They started to ship them about the 1st of November, middle of November. And we was us and the artillery and the medics was the last ones to go out. And the 24th, that morning, we had reveille, went to the mess hall and ate breakfast. And then we had to go in our barracks and lay everything we had on our cot. And because a lot of people try to take stuff that wasn't supposed to be taken over. And we got that done. We packed our barracks bags and put them outside. And at noon, we went by the mess hall and got cold cuts with sandwiches and ate. And they said, well, the troop train will be in sometime today. And after about 4 o'clock, we grabbed our barracks bags and a rifle and walked a quarter of a mile to the railroad siding and sat there and waited. And about 10:30, here come the old steam locomotive with a big old troop train. And at about 11 o'clock, we all loaded in there, and the troop train got an aisle right down the center, and there's bunks 5 foot high, 5 high to the ceiling. For I don't know which one, each one of them cars must have held damn near 70 or 100 people. But anyway, our whole engineer battalion, 1,000, was on that train, and we pulled out right at midnight. We didn't know where we was going until the next morning. We was going through East Texas and Louisiana swamps. It's raining like hell. And on the troop train, they always had a real mess hall. A mess where they
car
meals. And we had a delicious. You went through the line once, and you could put all the meat and trimmings on your mess kit if you wanted, and go back to your room, your coach, and eat it. And so then they announced we was going to go to Italy.
Well, what about in the middle of the night? You woke everybody up. What'd you see?
Oh, we got that middle of the night. They shut all the lights off on the train about 8 o'clock. Told us to go to sleep. And at midnight, I could hear a damn boat, a horn. And I looked under we had the curtains pulled on so you couldn't see out. I looked underneath there. Hell, we was on the water. And they taken the train and broke it in 2 sections and put it on a barge and took it across the Mississippi River at New Orleans. So I woke up and I saw that, and I woke 3 or 4 other guys, because if I'd have tell them in the morning, they'd think he was dreaming. So we crossed it on that thing, and it took us another day and a half to get to Newport News, Virginia. And when we went through Spartanburg, North Carolina, we had the train took on coal and water, and it was delayed there for about an hour. And that was old Sergeant Casey's hometown, and he had got married on the furlough before we went overseas, and she came down there and bawled her eyes out.
So yeah, you said when you saw that, you didn't know if you're heading to Pacific or the Europe, but when you saw that you're near New Orleans, you're going to Europe.
Yeah.
And when did they tell you for sure you were going to Italy?
Right before we got there, they said.
You got where? Got to Newport News,
yeah.
or? It's all right.
Because we shipped out. We was there two days, I think, and we had take final inspection, and we had it was cold and frosty in the morning, and we had to practice landing ship into lifeboats. Goddamn, with that inch cable, you had to grab it and slide down into that lifeboat. One guy slipped and fell in the water. He like to froze before we got him pulled out. But anyway, we got on the ship and away we went.
All righty.